Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is May 22nd, 2022. Today I'm going to do a reading on the media. When I do these readings, I ask my guides to show me the cards. Then I ask them why they pick those particular cards. I'm using the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot, and there is a Sacred Destiny card reading for us at the end. It also, beyond that, there's a musical interlude that I always include. So the media has been such a weird experience since Biden took office, and obviously Fox, which is now even going more and more right wing than you could possibly think, with Tucker Carlson becoming overtly racist and misogynistic and pro-Putin, and he's mind-blowing that he's on there. Why is he on there? And behind Fox is Rupert Murdoch, and I did a reading on Rupert Murdoch, so if you want to check some of my past videos, you'll see his relationship with Putin and where he's coming from. But when I'm looking at MSNBC, I don't really watch CNN, but I've now started hearing about CNN also kind of becoming the next Fox, and its ownership being pretty biased on like Trump's side. I guess there's a big somebody who owns a lion's share of CNN or is on the board, head of the board, who is a Trump supporter. And then you look at MSNBC, which seemed more fair and balanced, but now I don't even recognize it. Besides Rachel Maddow, what happened to journalism? What happened to investigation? I'm sure it pops up there occasionally. I'm not watching it anymore because it's too fear-mongering. But it's very confusing because it seems like there's a general narrative that Biden is terrible and nobody likes Biden and Biden's polls are bad. And if you really look at the economy and what's really going on in the world, Biden is loved by the world and the economy is much better, and there's so much positive stuff happening there. I don't get it. So I wanted to ask the guides, like, what's really going on there? Or are my suspicions real? And they gave me, as a card that represents the media, the subject card, it's the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is institutionalized belief systems, often representing the church, but can also represent other institutions that are global or national or entrenched in our society. And they're also harbingers of beliefs, how we develop our belief about certain things, or about the world, or about our own mores or morals, or what's normal. They're in control of that, and this is the control of the media over our belief systems, our cultural norms, our identification. Above is the moon. So the moon is, in this instance, smoke and mirrors. It's illusion. And what is the illusion about right now? Five of Pentacles, how terrible everything is, how Biden is failing, how terrible the economy is, which it's not. It's all about focusing on what we don't have, what we can't buy, what's too expensive, these terrible, terrible things that are going on. And this is what the news in general is honing in on. But this is the moon. This is smoke and mirrors. This is just a story. Not that some of those things don't have elements of truth in them, but this is all they're focusing on right now, is a negative. And this is also, about the sensationalistic events that happen, like the terrible tragedies of the school shootings, etc. But all of it needs to be reported on. But they're not reporting on what's really behind all these things, what's really going on. Why are these being triggered? Who's triggering them? Is this more than just these random events that happen. And yes, I know they're honing in somewhat on the fact that the Buffalo shooter had a whole manifesto that was taken from Tucker Carlson and Trump. But why? There's a higher source here, or more overarching organization that's going on, in my belief anyway, that's triggering these events. And they use them during times when, in this instance, let's say the GOP are having some real problems, and they get triggered to distract us. Oh yeah, because it was the subpoenas, right? All those subpoenas were given to the January 6th related Congress people, allegedly, and boom. Are we talking about that anymore? So the past two cards, this is the Two of Pentacles, this is the Five of Pentacles, upright, sorry. And what the guides are talking about or suggesting is, I don't know if you can see in this card, there's a ship there behind the person who's juggling the Two of Pentacles. That's foreign influence. This is money from foreign countries coming in with their influence through huge amounts of money that's poured into the American media, and also their ability to then influence who's in power on the boards of these news organizations. This is also about, Koch brother influences is Rupert Murdoch for sure, but also Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, other countries that have this back channel, or this dark money kind of inroads into influencing our media. Underneath, this is Three of Pentacles. So this is how the sausage gets made. This is how the narrative gets developed, what goes into developing a narrative before you put it on the news and you get everybody believing or talking about something. So a lot of this is going on, just spin. In the future, the Wheel of Fortune, my guides show me a huge sea change coming in for the media with the Biden administration, already working on laws that are going to, via executive orders and various legislation, change the way that our media is organized. Right now, there's 6 companies that own or 96% or something of the media. And that's going to change. I think this is going to bring antitrust type laws in to break that up and to free our media from this kind of influence. So we're not getting the news. We're just getting a version of a narrative of whatever's going to work for these corporations in these foreign countries and other corporations. And how is that happening? What do they work on? Nine of Swords here, which is the clarifying card. And that's our fears. What's going to make us worry? What's sensationalistic? What's going to keep us glued to the next news cycle? Or through the next news cycle, I should say. And it's all about fear. Fear sells. Fear increases ratings. And that's what all of this is about. That's what the Smoke and Mirrors is all about. And that's what this is really all about, bringing forth this in its audience so that it can make money, increase the ratings. And it's a lot of gaslighting. The moon is a great representative of gaslighting, making us believe in things that aren't necessarily true. So we're not really living grounded and centered in reality. So we really have a good foundation or basis to make decisions on. Because when you're in fear, you lose your grounding. And this is what preoccupies you. So this person is passive, staying up late in bed, worrying and worrying and worrying, but that takes away energy to make change, to shift, to prepare, to get ready for the next election, and to really bring on the change we want to see. They want to make us into this. This is not helpful. So the outcome card is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the legislation itself that changes everything else, so that when we break up the monopolies that control the news and we allow more diversity in the news and we cut out foreign money from the news, our perception changes and we're able to get more grounded. Whatever your beliefs are, whatever your political beliefs are, grounded in reality, not in this. That is very hopeful. I pray that it all comes true. And it is a very significant and important issue that we need to address right now, because it's like the horse, jump the gate. It's going so far away, our media, from being able to inform us of events so that we can really get a clear picture of what's going on. I always thought that was the highest ethos of the news, its intent, and I believe it is. There's some fantastic journalists, there's some great local news reporting going on, but the mainstream media is, it seems so obviously bought and paid for now. But the Biden administration is pretty amazing. I always get the sense of, and my guides show me, that behind the scenes, they are aware of these particular problems, and they are working very hard to change them, to bring about a change of society, or the Hierophant, so that it serves more of a purpose for a democracy and less of a purpose for an autocracy. The oracle card that we have today from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck is Abundance. Abundance. The sacred landscape wants you to know everything is blossoming in life. Open yourself to receive abundance, fulfillment, and prosperity, which are ready to be activated. Life desires you to prosper. You are moving towards an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for the abundance to just fall into your lap. Take steps, give deeply and fully. Don't hold back. This card reveals that this is a great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more for what will flow to you. Abundance. I want to remind everybody that I am available for personal readings. I read on anything in the present life, including past and future. I am a medium. I love to introduce you to your guardian angels, and I read on past lives also. Please stick around for the musical interlude. My information is at the end of it and also below in the description box. I will be back next Sunday. You guys take care. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye.